Hi everybody, this is Sally with some more financial tips about how to retire and be financially secure, or how to prepare for retirement if you're not there yet. And this will apply to you whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Some people actually are not even able to do full retirement until they're in their 70s. So maybe some of these tips will be helpful, and if you have any comments or whatever, be sure to drop them below. This will be on my YouTube channel. I also have a Facebook Financial Freedom Facebook page, and I do a blog. So I will put some links below the video, and if you want to check me out on those other places, that'd be great. First of all, today's video is mostly going to be about paying yourself first. So when I say paying yourself first, that's talking about people that are actually preparing for retirement. And what I mean by that is that everybody that is putting money away for savings and thinking about down the road what you're going to be able to live on, sometimes we forget that if you start early enough or do a catch-up, you're going to be fine in retirement. However, a lot of people say, I can't really afford to put money away to save. And I'm here to tell you, you can't afford not to. When I say pay yourself first, I'm going to give you an example of what I did when I was teaching. Every year during the summer, we would hear that we were going to get a raise, a 1%, 1.5%, 2%, never ever very much in the teaching world. What did happen though is when we got that, let's say I got a $1,000 raise. I get paid over 10 months. That translates to $100 a month. I get paid every 2 weeks, so it's about a $50 increase. I looked at my budget, I looked at my bills, and I realized that I was making it fine all year, the year before. So that money that I got as a raise, I automatically put it into my savings through the school system called a 403B. Now, when I thought about doing that, I realized not only was I going to get this raise, but if it just goes into my paycheck, I will also have my salary increase, and then I will pay more taxes on it. So in the school system, through our 403B, which is like a 401k, I was able to put money away and save for my retirement. I didn't start out with a whole lot, but every year I increased it some. Oftentimes it was really my raise that went into that. And it was called paying myself first. I knew that my bills had to be paid. I wasn't being irresponsible, but what I was doing was making sure that later on in my years I would have some money so I could retire and enjoy my retirement. In the school system and other government jobs, sometimes there's a pension that's included. I am absolutely fortunate to have a pension. After teaching for 35 years, I was able to retire, and I have my money put away, and now I receive a monthly check for the rest of my life. When I was younger, I didn't even actually think too much about that, but I am so glad that I have that option. Now, ours is called a 403B, which means there's no matching funds that go into it like some of the 401ks from the employer. Having said that, my employer was putting money away for me for the pension program. So they were assisting, just not in the way of matching anything I was putting away. So if you happen to work for an employer that does not have pensions, and you have the option of getting into a 401k, you need to seriously take a look at that. What you will do with that is you need to figure out how much your company will match you. You need to pay yourself first, which means put that money away. And then when you figure out how much the company will match you, sometimes you have to have a minimum for them to match. Now, basically, if I put $100 away per month and I worked for a company that has a matching 401k program, they're not matching at 100%. They're probably going to do 3 to 6% of matching, but it's money that they're giving you because you're saving for retirement. If you don't take advantage of that, you're throwing money away. You're leaving money on the table. So that is really kind of an important thing to do. When I say pay yourself first, that's exactly what it means. It's not you being rewarded for something or going out to eat or treating yourself. It's taking money that you are putting away, giving to yourself as a valuable down the road resource when you do retire. What I want you to think about is, what vehicles do you put your money into? And I'm going to talk real briefly about two different things. 403B and 401k did not have the access to Roth programs in the past. That's a totally different vehicle than a tax shelter program. So depending on the money that you're making, if you are a really high income earner, you are probably going to want to look at sheltering some of your income to save on your taxes for that particular year. If you are a low income earner and maybe you're at the beginning of your career, you still want to put your money away, but there may be a different vehicle. So I'm not going to talk too much more about this. I want you to pay yourself first, but I do have a bit of an assignment for you. You all need to go back to your employers and ask them, what options do you have for your particular program? 403B sheltered, tax sheltered program, and do you also have a 403B Roth program? Same with the 401k. Do they have a 401k program and a 401k Roth program? They are totally different vehicles. They can make all the difference in the world. It was not available when I was teaching, and the money that I have put away and saved, which has grown because the market has done so well, I'm now having to pay tax on all of that money. The money that it was my income that I didn't pay when I was teaching, and then the growth of the money. So check with your employer. The next video I'm going to talk about the difference between the two and who would best benefit from either the tax shelter or the Roth. Thanks for watching. Thanks for jumping on. If you're on YouTube, please ring the bell so you can get subscribed or subscribe and then ring the bell when I go live. If you're on my Facebook page, drop a comment. I appreciate it. And I will be putting some links. The next video is going to, like I say, be more about the different vehicles to make sure that you are prepared to enjoy your retirement years. Thank you. Take care.